is the Kalbi here. So we'll be making short ribs. So what I like to do first though is clean the meat. So I'm going to have it in our sink here. And we're going to start rinsing the meat. So we're going to rinse it in cold water here. Make sure we clean it well as well. Clean it well. So the meat here. We have about 2 pounds of Kalbi, or 2 pounds of short ribs, so quite a lot. And also with washing this, you're getting rid of like the extra, like when they saw off or like cut up the short ribs, there could be like little fragments of bone like around it, so you want to wash it off too. So the first thing we're gonna do with our short ribs is actually we're gonna sprinkle sugar on top of them, brown sugar to be exact, 1/4 cup or so of brown sugar. Should be enough for the 2 pounds of meat. So we got our brown sugar here, we got our plate here, and our meat. So I'm quickly rinsing it again, and a little bit of a squeeze to dry it off a little. Okay, so we have our first piece of meat here. Gonna lay it down, and then gonna sprinkle just a little bit of brown sugar on top. Let's get it on both sides here. And we're gonna rub it on, rub it in. Yum 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 yum. Once we've done rubbing in the brown sugar into the short ribs here, we're actually going to let this sit for about 10 minutes or so. Here's the remaining sugar, by the way. So we just have a little bit excess. But yeah, we're going to leave it and let it soak in the sugar, the meat soak in the sugar for about 10 minutes or so. In the meantime, what we'll be doing is we do have a pear for tenderizing it with the marinade. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to first, again, rinse the pear. It's a Asian pear. Going to rinse it and then cut it or chop it and then mince it. So let's do that first here. So let's cut this up. I just need to chop it small enough so that I can put it into our little device here. So we dice them up, chop them up a little bit here. So that should be enough so that we can put it into our little machine here to mince it up and grate it. So let's put a couple pieces in first. Right, all aboard. Spoon here. So it does look almost like I guess almost like apple sauce. Oh, excuse me, almost like applesauce, but it's like pear sauce. All right, so here is our I guess pureed or pear sauce. So let's put that to the side here. So I just rinsed a few dishes and we're back here. So what you can have is like a container where you can put the short ribs in. What I've used sometimes is just like a little plastic bag. Maybe make sure you double it up, and then you can put the meat and marination inside as well. So either or is actually okay. All right, so let's begin here. We're gonna do the marinade here. I'm gonna be touching the meat again. But what we'll be doing first is let's put in basically the ingredients for the marinade, right? Pretty simple stuff. So we have, this is soy sauce. So let's put in about 1/4 of a cup, excuse me, 1/2 of a cup of soy sauce here. Just like that. Put the soy sauce to the side again. Okay, and then we have, it's like everything always has sesame oil. So we're putting sesame oil in here, about 1/4 cup of sesame oil. Nice. So here's the sesame oil. Dun dun. Next we're gonna put in is garlic. Pretty simple ingredients actually. So let's grab the garlic here. So we're gonna put about, well, this is already minced garlic that I got from Costco. So what I'll be doing is just putting in about four spoonsful. Garlic is so good. 2, roughly about, 4 cloves worth of garlic. So I'm doing about 4 spoons here. There we go. I can smell the garlic. Oh my goodness. So we also have our pear sauce, or pear puree. Let's dump that in. Okay, set that to the side. And rinse it in a little bit here. Okay, so last thing is it's up to you. So it's pretty simple with just these like 4 or 5 ingredients. The last thing that I'm going to add is just a little bit to spice it up a little bit. We have red pepper powders here, so just going to add a little bit here. Depends on if you want it spicy or not, and I do like it a little bit spicy, so add a little spoonful. Like not too much, but just a tad there. Yeah, usually the short ribs, it's not usually spicy, right? But just to have a little bit of a flavor into it, we are going to add a little red pepper there. What we have here again is the soy sauce, sesame oil, garlic, the Asian pear puree. And we're just going to mix it up all in here. And a little bit of pepper as well. So it should be about 10, maybe even 20 minutes. So it's now time to put the short ribs in. Flip it, get that marination in. Nice, there we go. All right, so let me rinse my hand and I can show you what it looks like. So we just rinsed my hands here. So this is what it's looking like right now. We got the marination in and got the meat soaked in. I'm gonna try to dip it in a little bit more. Make sure it's leveled up. Nice, 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 nice. It looks so good. Very simple, right? I mean, just got a little bit of a. Okay, I'll wash my hands again. Okay, so with that, we're going to have this sit into the refrigerator for about 6 to 8 hours, or overnight if you like. Let's close it up here. And yeah, I'll see everyone in 6 to 8 hours. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Azir, and what we're going to be doing first is we're going to wring out the meat here of this juices and sauce of the marinade. So we're going to wring it out and then put it on a plate here so that we can start cooking it. So let's bring it a little closer so everyone can see. Alright, so grab a piece here. Just kind of wring it a little bit, get rid of the juices. So once we're done, I'm gonna rinse out the marinade here and wash it up. Let's do that right now. All right, now that we're back here, so we have our meat here that we just squeezed out a lot of the marinade. That way it won't be too saucy on the pan when we cook it here. So let's begin. Let's grab the first piece here. Looking good. Got a second piece here. Nice, nice, nice. Another piece here. Okay, so we do each side for about 2 to 3 minutes here. Let's let it sit for a few minutes, and then we'll flip them to the other side for another 2 to 3 minutes. So let's flip it here. Oh my goodness! Do you see that color? It's so good. When you see color like that, oh my goodness. Alright, let's do a couple more minutes here on the other side. Looking really good right now. Let's plate it. Put this first one here. I'll show both sides. Looking good, looking good. Alright, that's the first piece. Get the second one. Nice. Last one. Looks delicious, right? Alright, we got more, so let's cook the rest. And there it is. So that's Kalbi here. Hope everyone enjoyed this little cooking tutorial on the short ribs here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and take care. Time to eat!